When someone has celiac disease, that means that they cannot tolerate gluten, which is a protein in wheat, rye, barley, and sometimes oats.
Symptoms of celiac disease include diarrhea, weight loss, osteoporosis, itchy blisters on the skin, damage to dental enamel, headaches, fatigue, joint pain, heartburn, and even more.
I was very anemic, and I didn't have the cardinal symptoms of celiac disease, the abdominal pain and bloating.
Jean Murphy has celiac disease.
It actually affects the lining of the small bowel, and patients that are diagnosed with celiac disease actually have malabsorption. Individuals are diagnosed with celiac disease typically by a combination of a blood test as well as a biopsy.
Gluten insensitivity is more difficult to pinpoint.
It's more of a hunch, and again, it's looking at several factors. Are you constantly having bloating and gas when you have foods that have wheat in it? Do you feel like you just don't feel good and you have a lack of energy? Those may be things for you to look at and say, okay, maybe I have a little bit of a sensitivity to wheat. The problem is we don't really have a way to test for that, and so looking at individuals saying that they are truly gluten insensitive has in some ways gotten a little bit out of control.
For Murphy, diagnosis wasn't easy.
It was difficult for me to accept that, at my age, something that I ate all of my life, I had to now omit strictly from my diet. It was hard, and it was hard initially to find lots of products that were gluten-free.
While the increase of gluten-free products at stores may seem like a great thing for people with celiac disease and gluten sensitivity, there is a warning.
You have to still focus on healthy foods and stay away from processed foods, things that are loaded with sugar, things that are loaded with calories. Let's not forget about foods that have always been gluten-free and staples in our diet, such as rice and corn. And then things that are not carbohydrates that have no gluten at all. So lean sources of protein like eggs or chicken or fish. A gluten-free diet can be very comprehensive of having a lot of healthy foods.
What about people who don't have celiac disease going gluten-free in hopes of losing weight? Kirkpatrick says not so fast.
If you're just saying, hey, I'm gonna go on a gluten-free diet, I'm gonna lose weight, and you don't know what you're doing, don't expect to lose weight. Unless, again, at the end of the day, you're taking in less calories than you're actually consuming. It's not always just about food. It's about managing your stress. It's about exercise. There's a lot of things that go into maintaining a healthy weight.
Celiac disease is very common. About 1 in 100 to 1 in 150 people actually has celiac disease. It's more than just a problem with gluten and an upset stomach. If you have celiac disease and you do not go gluten-free, you have an increased risk of cancer. For Fox 8, I'm Dr. Marc.
Dr. Marc is sponsored by the Cleveland Clinic.